Check. What's up?
What it do?
Hey, y'all, it's a great day.
Yes,
Another
it is.
Good day. You already know what day it is. What day is it, bro?
It's Thursday night
What
school.
does that mean, bro?
It's time for Thursday night school.
There we go. Of course, it's your boy DJ, part of the Don. Of course, it's my host, my brother from another mother and island, DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D, and this is Thursday night school. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome. And I appreciate that. You said from another brother or another mother and another island.
Yeah, I got a caveat.
That's the island.
First off, I couldn't miss saying co-host all the time. I'm trying to say
because you were saying guest host before.
You're a host.
I've been here.
You've been here. Been made it. Year strong.
Yo, we here, man. Episode 45, Thursday night school, somewhere around there. We killing 40. It. We about to hit that 50, man. We about to hit that 50.
We are literally, if we go by the numbers, we are literally 2 episodes away from 45. So it's 44.
44, okay.
So you're close.
We there.
So that's 6 episodes away.
Until 50. We got to do something crazy for 50, man. That's going to be, let's say, 6 weeks from now. So that's going to be April. Right around April.
Right around April. Yeah.
Might be around April 20th. You know what I'm saying? Might be 420, baby.
We can't do that in the office, though.
Oh, yeah. Nah. You can't even vape.
We can't celebrate.
But thank y'all for tuning in, man. We got a lot to wrap up. I hate starting off the show on somber notes because it seems like we've done it so many times. We talked about 44 episodes. How many episodes have we talked about somebody passing away, man?
A good 5 or 6.
But
it's 5 or 6 too much.
In this year alone, we had a very big tragic one. Not even 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
I know we did Nipsey. I know we
did Nipsey, Pops.
No, we're doing Pops. No, Nipsey, Pops.
like Pops for Friday. Yeah. Kobe, of course.
And this is the 4th one.
I'm sure we've had a couple more, but just off the top of our head, it's just the 4th one. But we do got to start today's show by saying rest in peace to Pop Smoke.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke. Yesterday was announced early.
How did you find out?
How did I find out? Honestly,
was it TMZ again?
It sounds like it's deja vu from a month ago, bro. TMZ broke the story first, and that's how I found out, man. And it was just crazy because, man, I'm not gonna lie. First and foremost, for real, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Facts.
The way he died was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting murdered in your house. That's that's horrible, man.
It's not even the fact that just that. It's just he has not gotten to be who he's supposed to be.
A year in the game, breaking out huge.
Barely even a year.
Yo,
album just dropped. Pure energy, pure fire.
People giving him respect and cred. You had 50 Cent all over it, giving him a lot of love. So,
him Dead in the Beast with Casanova.
Yeah, exactly. So just straight New York, just branching out. He was trying to do the thing for the UK drill out in New York. Kind of that fuse.
But he was the one that had the biggest energy of that sound.
Absolutely,
because he brought the mainstream. I can't remember what's the name of the song. Dior is one of them.
Well, yeah. Well, I was referring to the whole Hit the Woo.
The Woo album, and then I think the other song was Welcome to the Party.
Yeah, Welcome to the Party was the big single.
Yeah, so it's just to see New York finally coalesce around a sound was a big deal because they've been searching for years.
And really support one together as a unit, it was horrible. So where I was, man, I actually was just at work, saw it in the morning, and just remember thinking to myself, whoa, you know what I mean? Like just thinking to myself, I just saw people roasting this dude on his veneers on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That was the gift. And not in a bad way, just oh man, everybody always get these fake rappers, or these fake rappers always get this type of fake teeth. And, it was just one of those things where I was like, dang, I was just now getting into him, just now looking up his stuff. Besides the Hit the Woo challenge, everybody knew that.
Yeah. The album was crazy.
And the album was crazy.
Did you get to listen to the whole album?
Yeah. Especially now. I went back and had to give him some plays, but it was just horrible because you just really started to read up on the story. Of course, TMZ put out a video. I don't know how they got the video of this dude on a stretcher being pulled out of his house and getting CPR given to him.
TMZ,
and I'm like, bro, way too much.
TMZ's the cops.
Yo,
TMZ is the police.
Somebody literally said TMZ reporting the deaths before the police report the deaths. And they're TMZ is out here killing these people. And obviously we ain't trying to put that on it, but it's kind of suspicious.
It's so eerie.
Yeah, and it's kind of eerie is the perfect word. And it's just weird, why are they the first to break it out? And how do they have these footage and stuff like that, man? TMZ got the best reporters, if that's the case.
They got the best snitches on their payroll.
Yeah, there you go. TMZ got the best snitches on their payroll.
They're whoa, you want to know about that? A couple $100, you know what I'm saying? Here's the video. That's what TMZ be doing. And
That's true.
The crazy paparazzi that be chasing you. They be seeing people come out the airport before they land.
It's crazy, man.
It's insane.
So I found out through TMZ, and I was just, I was really hurt. Obviously, everybody was hurt. He was pronounced dead, and I think the first thing that came to my mind when I heard of Pop Smoke's death was just straight up, this is not a robbery. You know what I mean? That was my first thing that I thought of, because I was like, nobody mentioned anything stolen yet. Nobody mentioned a breaking, like really breaking and entering. They just mentioned this guy, you know, gunned down from like a break-in. And then
unfortunate.
And then we found out the next day that that's kind of what the investigation, the next day being today, I believe, they've ruled it as just a hit as opposed to a robbery gone wrong.
Well, also, did you see the footage of on his IG Live? You know how things go crazy.
Absolutely.
Now people have the ability to pause, freeze frame, zoom in.
People are constantly recording your IG live.
Yeah.
So let that be known.
Especially if you're a celebrity.
If you're famous and you have an IG live, why does that stuff pop up 2 minutes later on the timeline of Twitter? You know, somebody just found something stupid you did. But you're right. He was on IG Live the day before. What did he have on there, though?
He was. He just got shipped some Dior, some Akamiri, all the brands that he talks about in his song.
Yeah, all the rapper brands.
And so he's like, okay, check out. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Of course, they mail those things to where he was, Airbnb or whatever it is.
Yes.
And on the package, it has the address to where he was staying.
Yeah.
And so him not thinking about it, he's just going through the look, showing flexing.
Yeah, flexing.
Flexing, you know what I mean? But people find out about it, and you know,
it's
recorded.
Crazy.
Someone runs up on it. It's insane. We have an opinion from my boy Joe Redmond. If you want to read that out.
Yo, Joe, shouts to your opinion. I appreciate it. He said, TMZ is wrong for breaking the news of death before family is notified. I completely agree with that, Joe. He says, I understand people are famous and don't have very much of a life without everyone knowing, but imagine getting that news without wrong. Keep it. I appreciate it, Joe. Shout out to you. Much respect.
Shouts out to his mama, Miss Pauline.
Shouts to Miss Pauline. Respect.
But guys, if you have any opinions on this, please drop your opinions in the chat. I'm looking on the watch party we got here on the Facebook Live on the screen.
Please tune in. Joe, I couldn't agree with you. That's why we say it's really eerie that TMZ does it. First of all, we've grown up and saw the rise of TMZ. TMZ,
insane.
It used to be like a show on CW or whatever that local network
and
is.
Nobody cared.
That nobody cared about. And you're like, this is another gossip show that comes on at 5 p.m. Fast forward 15 years later, they are by far the biggest gossip paparazzi blog.
But I think they're the ones who give paparazzi the best jobs.
Absolutely.
They pay, if you're going to get punched in the face by Kanye West,
you might as well be on TMZ.
Get that paycheck.
Yeah,
you know
get that TMZ money. But it is just eerie because they break it before the family's notified.
Yeah,
and that's what TMZ has always been done. They care about news and gossip first. You know how many deaths and issues and certain types of headlines they've had to recall? Like, oh, by the way, that wasn't right.
And they just run it back.
And they just continue to do what they do. So it's really sad and it's really bad that TMZ does this. And I mean, again, like, imagine if you're a parent of Pop Smoke. Imagine if you're a brother, family, sister, best friend, and you wake up and you just see this. You literally see this guy on a stretcher getting CPR. And there's going to be an argument always that Twitter and everybody always has to have where it's, people want to see this. You know, I posted this or I retweeted this because people are going to search for it anyway. And I think we need to dead down that, no pun intended, I'm sorry, but we need to really like kill that type of logic when it comes to these deaths. Like, we're not thinking of the family when we posting these videos or when we breaking this news too early.
Not at all. I think TMZ really, like we talked about earlier, TMZ is totally wrong for this.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because there's no law against it.
No.
Just focus on the tragedy at hand.
Yes.
I just have some feelings about it personally that, you know, I posted this on Twitter talking about guys love the streets. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Hip hop loves the streets.
It's born on the streets.
Born
it's
on the
raised
streets,
on the streets.
but people forget when you become a superstar, the streets don't love you, fam.
Absolutely.
They want it. It's a dog. We know growing up is a dog world out there.
Bro,
we all know it is.
You got to understand, especially the streets, they don't want to see you succeed. The streets don't understand that when it's not their time to eat, it's not their time to eat. They got to let another person eat and let another person success.
You got to eat.
That's not what the streets is. The streets is always hungry. The streets is going to come after you. So I think it really hurt me once you found out that they really ruled it as just a straight up hit as opposed to a robbery, because that's what I felt. And then when you really kind of pinpointed it, like you mentioned, he posted a video with his bag showing his address on it, obviously mistakenly.
Yeah.
But like, bruh, 11 hours, I think it was 12 hours after he posted that, people ran up on him in his house. Like, do you know how scary that is, bro?
Very scary. So, we got a video right here from the one, the only Snowman. You know what I'm saying? Young Jeezy, and he's got in the way, and we're gonna go through a couple videos of some celebrities who shared their opinion on this. You know what I'm saying?
Jeezy.
Do better, man. What we doing? What we doing, man? At the end of the day, man, we all kings. We're not in the jungle.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, man, where, you know, a lot of hip hop people reacted to it. It's the same thing. Shouts to Alejandro. It was a shout out to Spider.
Shout out.
I see you.
Ya tu sabes.
Jeezy straight up, you know, Jeezy was just hurt. He's just like, why? You know, why we doing this for? Like for real, what's going on with this? What I want to say in terms of that is just like, there's so many lessons to be learned from this, man. So many lessons. And I think like the first one, not to put a blame game or victim game, is just like, yo, mind your business. Like, keep it private, man. Like, and I don't think he wasn't posting the address out for people to see.
But you gotta be careful.
But you gotta be careful about that, especially, you know, I don't really know his music, but I think he was known to shout some Crip stuff and things of that nature.
He's a Crip.
So, bro, if you really spitting that stuff and then you go from New York to LA, how long have we known those beefs to be going for? You know what I mean?
We all know that I don't even think it was a blood. I don't think it was just somebody who was hungry. I just really feel like it was somebody who just needed to get it.
But and so that's what kind of really hurts me the most is like there was nothing said to be robbed, man. We don't know if this jewelry got robbed. We don't know if it was a hungry street mentality. To me, that's why, I mean, it could be gang affiliated. It could be just somebody that really hated him. It could be somebody that came all the way from here and just literally was like, oh, you finally out here. I know you did this to my boy, or your people did this to my boy. And that's how it is.
And I'd be real with you. This goes down deeper on to let's talk about the clout culture. About clout, the way they demonize and they feed off of this. You know, people, Almighty J got jumped in Brooklyn walking down the street.
Crazy. You
know, people getting pulled off the stage by their chains.
Crazy.
For some, they get paid a couple grand to perform, and you pay money to go to the club to rob somebody.
That's
just to put your face on Instagram.
Ridiculous, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's insane. Like,
one of the things that you brought up too was the Airbnb, man. Like, I think that's another lesson to be learned, man. Like, I think when people get Airbnbs, they start flexing like they're safe because I'm renting out. You're not at all.
You can be touched anywhere.
You're probably the most unsafe at an Airbnb. Like, go get a hotel, much more safe. They got a front lobby. Airbnb, just like he did, I think he posted a picture of his Range Rover, which is right in the parking lot of his front house.
That's where it was found, yeah.
And then everybody was saying how the address was on the back, like the numbers or whatever. That's just another lesson to be learned. Like, yeah, you got a nice baller house. First of all, you renting. And you renting through Airbnb. Like, so second of all, don't think that you're safe because of that.
Nah.
So, you know, going back to what Jeezy said, honestly, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like what are we doing? Because I think for both sides, again, I'm not victim blaming, but it's like, yo, now we got to learn, don't do that type of stuff. Keep your stuff private.
Yeah.
But then also, what are we doing, man? Like, why are we running hits on them? Like, from what I read, it was 4 masked men in a hoodie.
They ran through.
I heard they like bolted the front door or some stuff like that. Like, somebody was in the back and then like they saw camera footage of him running to the back and then shooting stuff in the house. So it's one of those things where I just hate to see a 20-year-old dude lose his life.
He just got his opportunity.
Lose his life. And everybody's messing with him, man. Like, everybody's really loving him. I'm telling you, he was a viral sensation just throughout the last couple months. So, I don't know, man. To me, it just gets me paranoid at the end of the day. It really gets me paranoid.
And one last thing I want to play here is the audio of Gilly the Kid, who's a Philadelphia rapper. Where is it? Right here. And he said, I think what he does, he says it best, talking about how we as young people, we as the youth need to carry ourselves better in these situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And so here's a little bit of audio of Gilly the Kid. And it's 2 minutes, but we're going to cut it a little short.
First of all, I want to say R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? This don't have nothing to do with his situation because I don't know his situation. But this was something that was on my mind in the atmosphere to all the up-and-coming rappers and all the entertainers and the athletes. When y'all go to these other cities, y'all gotta move accordingly. You cannot be blinded to what's going on in these other fucking cities. When you get there, you can't be so thirsty for pussy that you're dropping your addy to all the bitches.
So, just a little clip there, but that talks so true, you know what I mean?
dropping your addy, man. And again, I don't think it was intentional, but the fact that there was no precaution for it, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm mad paranoid in terms of like putting my license plate out, putting my birth date out, you know what I mean? Like putting anything out there.
Like I barely do enough for my birthday celebration. All I did this year was like, oh, let's meet up at brunch. You know
like, fam, I was in Colombia for my birthday. I ain't trying to have nobody run up on me on my birthday.
You
like,
could have got ran up on down in Colombia, fam.
But I mean,
it got lost.
That's low key. I got the plug of Medellin. You know what I mean?
Like,
but it's just I hate to see it, man. Nobody likes seeing it, to be honest, obviously. But you know, like the only thing I can say is let the lesson be learned. You know what I mean? Like let the lesson be learned. Let's all try and not have beef, obviously, first of all. But you can't prevent it. So if that's the case, keep yourself safe, man. Keep your money safe. Keep your privacy safe. Your house safe. I just feel bad. This dude was probably in his sleep at like 4:30 in the morning, bro, and just got ran up on, broke down his doors. You living your best life in Cali from New York, and dudes run up on you, man. So,
it's not gonna be the guy who you clearly beefing with. It could be anybody, anytime,
bro. It could have been some random dude.
Could be the fan
who lived. Yeah, he was like, bro, you were trying to hit a lick. You know what I mean? One of my favorite shows right now is Atlanta. Shouts to Donald Glover. Shouts to Paperboy, Lakeith, all of that, man. They great show. Paperboy, who's the rapper in that show, there's a scene where he's walking around Atlanta in season 2. He's like known now, so he's walking around with some chains. He runs into some three who's like, oh, Paperboy, what's up, bro?
Approach his fans.
Yeah. She's like showing him love, you know, dabbing him up, and then all of a sudden you see like they kind of like 3 people all around him, and they're like, so what you doing out here? And he's like, you know, I'm just keeping it real. I'm in the streets, and they're like, all right, well,
run that.
And then they just start beating him up and steal his chain. That's exactly what we're talking about. Like, that's why I love that show, because it shows the real representation of what's going on in hip hop.
Doggy dog, man.
Doggy dog, bro. The people that love you, the people that see you, from somebody who literally saw you post that and then saw that picture, put up the address, saw that it matched your house, and was like, hey, man, you trying to hit the lick tonight?
Slide through. It's Hollywood Hills.
And it's sad, man. We're not defending it, obviously. We're just trying to prove that this is happening. So because we can't change it, nothing we can do. Please protect yourself. Please be safe
at all times.
And it just gets me paranoid, man. Like, I don't got no beef with nobody, but like, shoot.
But think about it, if you're going to another city, you move accordingly. Like, one thing I know,
yes,
when I go to St. Kitts,
you gotta check in with some people.
My family there, so I know I'm good. But if I go to New York, if I got family there, I move like I'm a New Yorker. I don't move. I might not sound like a New Yorker.
No,
but I try to move like I don't try to be a tourist.
No, that's true.
Being a tourist, that's how you become a target.
It's always, it's like rule number 1, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Like you gotta check in with not just the people that run it, but check in with how you approach that city. You know, change your opinions. Like, well, not your opinions. Change your perspective. Change how people approach you. Don't be talking that whoop-de-whoop. And he was out there taking pictures in front of the range talking that whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So, again, I'm not victim blaming, but it's just there's lessons to be learned here.
And we could have learned that from Tekashi.
We could have learned that from so many rappers, bruh. So we could learn it from Paperboy in Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
So just please protect your stuff. At the end of the day, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, man.
Once again, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, on behalf of Thursday Night School.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Taken too young. God bless you, man.
And you dropped a great, like, I'm more impressed with the new generation more and more, because they're dropping albums. Their first albums are definitions of who they are. Yeah. They're quality albums.
Absolutely.
Pop Smoke's album, it's his biggest project, I guess. He did Volume 1, but the Woo Volume 2 was just full of energy.
Yeah.
Full of like supposed just I can go to work out in the gym.
Hell yeah.
Off all those songs. Pouring sweat and turn it off. I'm back to normal,
bro. I mean, he was just really just doing it out of nowhere, and got the eyes of Nicki Minaj to hop on the remix. Got the eyes of Skepta, and like we said, he was doing that.
Meek to really enjoy with him, hang out with him.
It's hurtful, man. It's really hurtful, and I just loved his weird flow, man. He just sounded kind of weird. You know what I mean? Kind of like a fresher kind of sense, but
exactly.
But anyways, man, rest in peace. Dude, the Meet the Woo came out like 2-3 weeks ago, so please go bump that.
Yeah, please bump that.
Please go bump that. Show the boy some love.
And it's this point now where I don't feel comfortable doing an album review on it, like a full album review, because there's no point now.
No, just go listen to it, man. Just for real, go listen to it. And it's got everybody you love on it. Quavo's on it. I think a Boogie's on it. Just go check it out. Show him some love, and rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, we do definitely co-sign that. Rest in peace. One quick breath. All right, let's get to another topic.
Let's do it, homie.
All right. So we've been talking about different topics to cover recently, and I think the most important thing after covering this whole thing is because you gotta get your dose of Kanye in.
We gotta get my dose of Kanye.
And we've heard Jay Electronica.
Yes.
I think he announced like 2 or 3 weeks ago
Jay
that within 40 days,
yes,
we're gonna get his debut album on Good Music.
How long has this been in the works for?
Oh my God!
How long has this been in the works for? Because the reason I'm asking is, if you a hip hop fan, all right, this might be the most anticipated hip hop album like of my lifetime. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. How long Jay Electronica does not have a debut album, yet people put this dude in the categories of like Cole and Kendrick.
Exhibit C came out in 2009. 2009.
And this is way before anybody knew Jay Electronica.
Kendrick wasn't even out yet.
Yeah, Kendrick wasn't out.
He was supposed to be like, yo, this is the guy who's going to be the guy.
Mm-hmm. So this guy's still considered with the Coles, with the Kendricks. Has no album out.
No album out. Was on Chance the Rapper's album.
Yeah, exactly. He's been on a lot of the greats albums, doing great features. But I'm just like, how long have we been waiting for this? It's either this or Detox.
Was he signed to Rockefeller or signed?
I think it was like Rock Nation or something like that. And I don't even know.
I'm gonna do the research. You keep talking.
I don't even know what he was trying to accomplish with it. Yes, it was Jay-Z's Rock Nation. And that was 2010 though. So
that's insane.
I'm like very, very concerned in terms of what's going to happen. But anyways,
are you concerned? But a little intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Okay, I'm intrigued because I've been intrigued for 10 years. I'm concerned because you always are fearful when rappers take this long. You're like, damn, have you just been anxious? Have you been fearful?
He's been having kids, and
you have your life.
I mean, he had a kid with Erykah Badu. You know,
which is let's just stop right there.
You get with her.
Let's just stop right there.
You become something different.
Let's just stop right there.
Andre 3000 was never the same after Erykah.
When you have a kid with Erykah Badu, your life is completely changed. Like, you are now a trophy husband because you staying at home taking care of the kids.
You're
while
also
she out
now
there.
like knowledgeable of everything about she knows.
You're extremely aware of all of your senses.
Exactly.
Erykah Badu, side note, is coming out with the perfume fragrance. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, it smells like her vagina.
And it's supposed to smell like her vagina. So
my girl gonna get that.
And I mean,
hey babe, you getting that perfume?
I mean, like, can men get it and just, you know, smell like her all day?
I mean, it's Erykah Badu coochie. Why not?
Oh my goodness, Erykah Badu is a special kind of woman. Like, it's just she's a very spiritual human being.
If you ever seen her, one of her first music videos, if you ever get introduced to her, is her getting naked on the wet while she's going to the bus stop.
Yes, beautiful video.
Call the bag lady. You're like, what is this?
And she's just extremely talented. So yeah, I agree. Once you have a kid with her, it's completely different. Your life is just switched. But shouts to him. That's how talented he is. He got a kid with Erykah Badu. Yeah. Like, if Erykah Badu got kids with Andre 3 Stacks and then Jay Electronica,
you gotta be talented.
That's the level of lyricism that we talking about.
Damn, Kendrick, where you at?
Yeah, Kendrick needed. If he didn't have his girl from high school, he would have been in that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he had the Poetic Justice song, and she sang with him. And then she turned around, and everybody was like, "Yeah, dang, Erykah!" I remember that video. I'm like, "Yeah!" I had a heart attack.
I loved it. So yeah. Jay Electronica, who, just in case you forgot, he was also on the Control record, which was supposed to be a huge record. Another great big Sean on that record.
It was definitely a big record.
Great, huge record, controversial record. So he did announce that finally a written testimony, I believe, is supposed to be the name of the album. And he says that it is completed and should be released in March, which is within, like you said, 40 days. So yeah, late March, you're going to finally get this Jay Electronica. Doesn't even have a track list, ladies and gentlemen.
I am going to review the crap out of this album.
I'm baffled, man. I'm finally happy that he's doing it. I'm finally ready for it.
Yeah.
I think the world needs a Jay Electronica album. I think it's not going to be big at all. I don't think it's going to be hype. I don't think anybody's really going to push it. It'll be trending on Twitter.
It's going to trend.
Yeah, it's definitely going to trend on Twitter, but like, it's going to die down after a week. But the real are going to keep up with it. The real, like us, we're going to keep up pushing it, letting y'all know how great it is. But I'm not afraid it's going to flop. I don't think it's going to be bad. I'm just very excited. Like, this is Jay Electronica, bro.
I think, honestly, just alone by the content and people intrigue and of us waiting for so long for this album.
Yeah.
I think it's going to sell.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be, it might not go platinum. It's definitely going to go gold.
I just want to hear the lead single from it. I want to hear if he's going to go for something like.
I don't think Jay he's even thinking about doing a lead single.
And that's what I'm saying. But there has to be a video. You know what I mean?
He'll do a video.
Yeah, and I don't care if you don't send it to the radio waves, but I want to see what's that first video you're doing. What's the song sound like? Like, are you doing that funky sound, or are you going to do that like straight hip hop gutter Jay Electronica?
If I'm managing Jay Electronica, if I would tell him, don't even worry about a lead single. I'll just drop the whole project.
True.
Drop the whole project,
and then
let's see what people take to.
Yeah,
and what people take to. That's what I'm gonna pick.
I just feel like there's so many J's. Like there's J Rock, Jay Z, and Jay Electronica. I'm like J305, bro. Like yo, you got to do your own thing, man.
Yeah,
like
so I think I'm excited just because it's one of those things where you look at it like, okay, I don't know how he's gonna come.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's gonna do. He always, even when he came on the song with Chance the Rapper on his album, it wasn't the Jay that you got off Exhibit C.
No,
it was a different type of style. So
and that's what I'm saying. He hasn't had songs to make you hear him evolve.
Yeah.
So he's about to come out 10 years later with a couple singles in the last decade,
which you can't project on.
I'm crazy, man.
I'm excited because I don't know what to get, and like other artists, like you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be hot. We're gonna definitely review the heck out of it, like you said. But stay tuned for that. March 20th, I believe.
I want to know. I think Kanye's got to be producing on this.
Oh man, I would love to see that. That would be a great collab.
Even Kanye in his current state has to be excited to produce.
Oh yeah. Even if he's for sure. He's selling beats. He's making money off of it.
He's making some type of money. Hopefully his newfound religion does not force him to not make music.
Nah, man. It's still sampling choirs, bro.
Yeah, definitely. But 13. I feel like that. Of course, we knew of it when it hit 2009. But
yeah,
it's been recorded, and he did detours over Soulja Boy beats and stuff like that.
Yeah, little remixes and stuff.
And like I don't know, 40 Days, 40 Nights, and he just. I'm excited because I don't know what else to think about it. It's just one of the things like you don't. We're finally getting this project.
Like if you know hip hop, you know him. You know this has been the guy that's supposed to be huge, and like a full decade passed, and this dude ain't dropped music. So it's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be beautiful. So we're gonna record that. We're gonna record that review. Of course, we're gonna definitely get into it.
Yes.
But we gotta move on from J-Elect. You know what I'm saying? Exhibit C. What you got for me, bruh?
Man, so some rappers was talking that whoop-de-whoop this week, bruh.
That whoop-de-whoop?
That whoop-de-whoop.
What whoop-de-whoop?
Well, a rapper that seems to be in our podcast very often in the last couple months.
Oh, no.
For multiple things, and it looks like this one is very much up to par. Boozy Badass is back in the headlines.
Zoom right by you.
Do the shimmy. Boozy Badass and also Young Thugger.
Thugger had an opinion on this too?
Young Thugger had a tweet that he deleted. Boozy went out on a rant on his Facebook, Instagram story, whatever. Please don't play the clip because I don't want to hear it. I want to slap him in the face every time I hear it.
You're gonna go through the
I'm gonna go through this TV that we got right up here, and I'm gonna slap the hell out of him.
In real time, and smack fire out of him. But go ahead.
Boozy went out and said on an Instagram post, just ranting about how he thinks Dwayne Wade is wrong for allowing his daughter, which we spoke about last week, to come out.
Yeah.
And he was very upset, and he was like saying, I got to say something about it. But basically, the thing that cracked me up in Boozy fashion was he wasn't really just saying like he's against it or anything, but he was coming from the opinion of many. I'm not gonna lie, the opinion of a lot of people.
Opinion of a
so I can't deny that
a large amount of people.
Yes. So I can't deny that he's coming from a place that's rare. But he was stating he thinks that she's too young. She doesn't know that much at this age of 12. But the thing that cracked me up was he kept repeatedly saying, Don't cut her. Don't cut her. She's 12 years old.
Don't do it, D-Wade.
Don't do it, D-Wade. What if she fall in love with a woman at 16 and that thing gone? And I'm like,
D-Wade.
I'm like, yo, Lil Boozy, you really
doing too much.
Don't know about the transgender community.
Well, he's just doing with T.I.
Yeah, so Boozy is, I said this before, Boozy is like another Plies. You just being funny and southern in front of a camera, and you're hilarious, especially when there's a lot of people that follow your beliefs. We talked about it last week, especially people within the black hip-hop community. We get it. Okay, we completely understand. But when you are now promoting that belief, and when you are saying it in such an ignorant way, my dude,
yeah, it comes off bad.
It does not look good. You're not coming off serious, and it makes me want to be like, bruh, you are not educated. Which I mean, I think anybody could have guessed about Boozy, but like on the subject specifically, I want people to understand if you don't know. there's been nothing announced about a surgical procedure.
Nothing at all
for Zaya.
People are just taking that and running
There's
with
absolutely nothing. So what that tells me is y'all are so uneducated when a woman just wants to come out and identify her gender as the proper gender. That's all that happened. Yeah. Dwayne Wade also went to note that she's felt this way since 3. I've come out here and said, yo, if you were a Dwayne Wade fan and you seen Dwayne Wade's family and you seen her grow up, you knew.
Yeah.
So my point is, there's so much concern about this little girl and how she's too young to make these types of decisions. But yet there's no concern for the mental health about this little girl who's felt like she's been in the wrong gender for 10 years. That's what baffles me. You know what I mean?
So here's my thoughts. Both sides.
Yes.
If I put my parent hat on, I can't say as a parent. If I put my parent hat on, I understand Boozie's point, understand D Wade's point, but I also understand in my house, you're not having the procedure until you turn 18 to make that decision.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just in my head, like because at 12, 13, I feel like it's too early.
There's a lot of things you can't even do until you're 18.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
up.
once you become your own physical adult, that's proper.
Baby girl, I'll save the money up for you. I'll help you transition on the way there.
And maybe that's what Boozy was trying to say.
Very ignorantly.
Very ignorantly.
Boozy, had he known that there's a difference between identifying your gender and actually going with the full post-pre-op surgery, whatever. Had he known that, maybe he would have said something different.
Yeah.
I agree. But it just showed me the level of uneducation that you have when you hear a father announces about his daughter, you immediately jump to the fact that you cutting that little girl's thing off.
Well,
and that hurts me, man.
We actually got Alejandro. Get that for me, brother.
He goes, Alejandro, shout out. Goes, D-Wade has started dressing differently since all of this has come out, earrings and all, which I have actually noticed as well. First of all, Dwayne Wade has always been a fashion icon.
First off, he's retired. He can do what he wants.
And then second of all, he's retired, so he's not even being like basketball fashion. He's like, I'm just Miami, LA fashion.
And he got a girl named Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
She probably dressing him.
And then third of all, he got one of the baddest fashion bays in the world, who definitely is probably helping out with his attire. But yes, I have agreed that Dwayne Wade is being more supportive. I think like with the earrings, I've noticed that especially like the 1-ear earring and things like that, the hanging down and stuff like that. I'm very proud of the way Dwayne Wade's doing this. And I think we need to really continue to focus on that as opposed to continuing to focus on the bashing of it. I wanted to tweet this the other day and it's just like, can you imagine being a 12-year-old girl and having to watch the whole world tell your father is wrong because he accepted you for who you are?
It's crazy.
Like, let me say that one more time. Can you imagine being a 12-year-old girl and watching the whole world tell your father that he is wrong because he's accepted you for who you are? I want to slap y'all face just for saying that, man. Like, that gets me heated. Like, so at the end of the day, we need to really give, and we are, but keep continuing to give Dwayne Wade credit for what he's handling this like a very, very mature professional father. And I love that. I love everything about this whole situation, but I would hate to see this little girl go into any type of depression or mental health issues just because you got dudes like Boozy and you got dudes like Thug who aren't really concerned about the girl. They're concerned about their opinion.
Yeah, I feel as a Christian, first preface that I do believe God doesn't make, like Thug said, God don't make mistakes.
He goes, Young Thug tweeted, all I want to say to Dwayne Wade's son is God don't make mistakes, but hey, live your true self. Which I think is kind of
That's a very mature way of saying it.
Kind of hypocritical too, but he did delete that tweet after.
But honestly, it's still like he's voicing his opinion, but then he's giving you live your true self, which means like do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And he's voicing his opinion, but I feel that's a middle of the road statement.
I'll give him this. He addressed, even though he should have said daughter, he did address it directly to Dwayne Wade's child, which I think is something like, I'm not saying address it to a 12-year-old girl, but everybody is talking like she's not there. She's not watching that screen.
Yeah.
So it's like you're really talking like she's not there, like she's just being ignored. And that's why I'm like, yo, stop focusing on what her father's done for her. Focus on the fact that this girl has come out and she's strong and confident.
And I feel like where people are kind of have issues with Thug on this, that he's been a gender bending kind of icon.
Been somebody who's worn dresses, worn really weird things, and I don't mean that in an offensive way, but just in our modern day society, he's worn different outlandish things. So people were very upset because
let me address this. Tony Lewis, he says that's not a girl though. The most important thing is sex and gender are two different things.
Please Google that. Sex and gender are two different things.
So gender is a construct. I think sex is what you are. Gender is a construct, right?
Yes. Gender is basically the construct. Yes.
So like
reference to social and cultural differences rather than biological ones.
Exactly. So my whole thing is I don't care what you say about who Zaya is.
Yeah.
Zaya says who Zaya is. And what Zaya says is that he is a she, therefore she is a she.
Absolutely. Well put. Thank you. Well put.
That is what it is.
Well put.
You don't gotta like it, brother, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
We respect your opinion if you want to say that she's not a girl, though. But again, it's up to the person to decide what gender they want to be. Yeah. So again, biologically, you're right. She was born a man, a male, if you want to go through that. But let me bring it back to one topic, Mr. Tony Lewis Jr. Let me bring it back to one topic, Mr. Lil Boozy. Let me bring it back to one topic, Mr. Thugger. When the hell did it become okay for y'all to judge other people for their kids and how they raise them?
But then you talk about you don't want to be judged.
And then you talk about, oh, don't talk to me how to raise my kids. Don't tell me how to do this. Since when did it become okay for people to really care about other people's kids? Just because this woman is a transgender? Who the hell cares, bruh? My thing is Lil Boozy got 7 goddamn kids. 7. And you out here telling Dwayne Wade, who has a lot more money than you,
had 2 kids,
has way more value and credibility in this world than you do, can travel and give his kids more education and more knowledge about it. My point in terms of all of this is when you are somebody like Dwayne Wade, your kid has the access and the education to explore themselves. Mm-hmm. They go through things like Hollywood. He's taking her to gay pride parades. They are exposed to this lifestyle. So when you're feeling confused and then you go to this lifestyle, you're very much like, wow, I feel a part of this culture. Mm-hmm. I feel very well into this. So it's not that weird or not that strange for those types of people when they're exposed to the lifestyle. Boozy and his kids, they're not exposed to that type of lifestyle. They're from a different world. So I understand when you come from it from a different angle. I understand when people don't understand the difference between gender and actual sex. But my whole thing is, you need to understand that there's people who are exposed to it.
And this is not even just being an SJW or anything like that.
No.
What this is being is just like, yo, anybody who wants freedom, if you want your independence, this is them living their independence.
Absolutely.
So that's all I mean. If they're free, you can't put, as a Christian, I know I can't put my Christian beliefs on somebody who isn't Christian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
No.
Like, I can't see Zaya like, oh, you're a sinner, and like complaining her for being that when my opinion doesn't matter the way that she lives her life.
That's like a Muslim and a Christian trying to argue about the same point of views. It's like, no.
But it's just how you go about envisioning moving forward in life. I envision it as an independent thing.
Yeah.
And I can't put invoke my independence over that person's independence.
Like, who are you to say?
But in the grand scheme of things, Boozy, your thug, we just need you to chill, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, Thug's comment wasn't that bad.
I won't say Thug. He didn't go on an Instagram rant and tell Dwayne Wade to not cut his daughters off. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give Thug that. But yeah, I think what the main point of this is, y'all can have y'all opinions, but here's my main real thing, right? Like Boozy, right? You really concerned for Dwayne Wade's daughter? Why don't you give him a call? Go ahead and call up Dwayne Wade and then have a private conversation with him. Don't go on Instagram Live and talking that whoop-de-whoop. Because the minute you go out on public talking like that, you have absolutely no concern for the daughter. So stop acting like you do.
And then you kind of see this go down towards Boozy's son right here, who posted Instagram.
And he says, F D Wade. He said D Wayne, first of all. And his son.
The spelling doesn't fall far from
it's just the education is
apple
very
far from the tree, not
very
far.
Apparent in these posts. He goes, IDC, he gay. My pop said what he said. Stop sending me that. I bet you won't say it to my face. I think people would. I think people really would. He goes, I know this some things to D-Wade's son that would make that boy back straight. That's so offensive.
But think about it.
That's so offensive.
A lot of these girls, you be talking about how you like girls to go both ways. It's the same thing,
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Like
that's been around for a very long time, bisexuality. So even this transgender topic, it's only that's been in the public light for our society. But bro, I'm from like Lauderdale, Florida, which is like the mecca.
We live in Orlando,
and
fam.
we live in Orlando, bro. I could go to multiple bars and tell you, like, oh yeah, this is a transgender bar specifically, and we accept it. We love it. Like, we are 100% accepting of the community in Orlando. So I think that's why we do feel a little type of way about it.
I'll be honest with you. Like, personally, for me, I'm not of that lifestyle. I don't prefer. I'm a straight man.
Yes,
but personally, I don't like DJing in those type of clubs because it's not for me.
It's different.
But I do still support it.
Yeah.
I still like, they have the right to have a club. They have the right to have music. They have the right to do dance. Because let's be real, some of the best dances in the world were made by gay people. So like,
no, and I mean, what people I hate. Like, since we on this topic, real quick.
Yeah.
Understand that these make it a safe place for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more and more you start bashing transgender people online, the more we need these safe places for them to go.
Because you're just driving more vitriol that way.
Yeah, exactly. So let's be accepting. Let's just really try and unify this, man. Like, people don't understand the bigger issue in here when you start complaining and being ignorant. Lil Boozy, man, just you on some hot water right now. You doing a lot to a lot of people. So
exactly.
And you ain't dropping no music. So drop some music or something if you're gonna talk all this stupid opinions.
He dropped the album, but it went wood.
What?
So I'll also say this. we both have plenty of gay friends. Some of our Kawasin, great artist. She's homosexual.
Yes.
Love her to death. We got half of No Swag Syndicate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we got family and friends that if they ask me to DJ for them, I'm there.
Yeah.
I have friends who are gay, and all that stuff. I'm there no matter what.
Absolutely.
It's tough to kind of see the kind of vitriol that they got going on right now on the internet, especially in hip hop, because we're really trying to pull that lid back because we need that market is so big.
Yes.
And it's one of the last frontiers as far as hip hop is concerned.
And let me tell you something, man. We have been trying to tap into the market. You look at Love and Hip Hop and how they've included like homosexual characters on that show now.
What's the guy from LA who's a writer? I think he's a writer.
I forget his name, but he's
very
very famous on that show. I don't watch that show, ladies and gentlemen. But my point is, like, yes, they've included that into the reality shows of hip hop now.
When your shows are in Hollywood, LA, well, LA's Hollywood, and Atlanta and New York. Meccas of the LGBTQ community. You can't deny that they're there.
Meccas of that. And I mean, we've talked about this so many times last year with one of the biggest hip hop stars, Nas X, coming out last year. It's just like we are moving forward kind of in that direction, but Boozy and Thug and people like that, y'all taking us back. So if y'all really confused with this transgender subject, stop pushing us back. Do your research and educate yourself, because you're just making us look bad as a hip hop community.
Exactly. So like, overall, hip hop community, get over it, bro.
Yeah, that ain't your kid, bro. That ain't your kid. And this kid has way more money than you will ever have. Boozy, Thug, promise you ain't got that Heat Wade money. Exactly.
So I'll put it this way: the black community, overall, everybody, we can no longer pretend like people of somebody else, of whatever they are, don't exist.
Agreed.
At one point, they try to say, oh, black people weren't good enough to play quarterback. They try to pretend that we weren't even capable of doing that.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot that we have to accept that's happening and just keep moving forward.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
It got nothing to do with you. Like,
nothing to do with you.
Like people like, oh, you can't come to Catholic school because you're not. There's other people in the world that's not Catholic. So keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
So let's keep it going to the next topic, man.
For sure.
We got heated on this real talk.
We did, but that was some real stuff, man.
Shouts out to Alejandro.
Yeah, great show. Appreciate it, man. Y'all tu sabe. And shouts to our boy Joe out there. You know, appreciate your input as well, as always.
Definitely. What we got next, brother?
You tell me. I was a little.
Oh, you need a breather.
It's a little heated. I mean, not only because I'm very happy for Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Okay. Dwayne Wade is actually retiring his jersey this Saturday. And I'm actually it's going to be a beautiful game, man. We're going to be in the Miami Heat Arena, AAA Arena.
Okay.
But Dwayne Wade is having the week of his life, not just with his daughter controversy, not just with retiring his jersey this Saturday, but last Saturday, he had a little controversy in his hometown of Chicago.
Man, let's talk about that. Orlando, stand up.
305, baby, Dwayne Wade.
First, I'll put that down because he's a cheater.
Baby, Dwayne Wade.
He's a cheater. He's a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Dunk Contest Champion of the Year.
If you watch it, Orlando got robbed. Aaron Gordon got robbed. Your man only did one dunk the whole night.
Okay.
Aaron Gordon, over the past 3 years of being in the tournament, has the most creative dunks, period.
I'm so happy.
Jumped over stuff.
I'm so happy.
Both legs.
While he was on the little rotating, bro.
On the little, what they call it, hoverboard?
Hoverboard, there you go. Hoverboard, bro.
Come on, and jumped over Taco Fall.
Kind of.
It's
just a little bit, almost didn't clear it.
That's it. Look.
Like a little bit didn't clear it.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Vince Carter jumped over that 7'2" dude.
He did.
On a running start.
He did.
Aaron Gordon didn't take a full running start.
Yeah, like 3 steps. That's it. Yeah.
If he took a running start, he would have cleared him.
Oh, he should have then. He probably would have got that extra point that he needed.
No, your boy Dwayne Wade cheated. There was an understanding that there were. Look, if you read the tweets,
read the article. There was an article after where basically, so if you didn't see it, Derrick Jones Jr. from Miami Heat won crazy dunk contest. Heated, probably one of the best I've ever seen, next to Aaron Gordon and Levine.
Yes.
But basically, they had to go to overtime dunks, last minute dunks, and Aaron Gordon lost by 1 point. And basically, it was because
point shaving.
The 1 point that could have been given, even though 3 other people gave 9s, but Dwayne Wade gave a 9. And the whole thing that was said after was that Common stated this, Candace Parker stated this. They were supposed to tie it with Derrick Jones Jr. He had the last dunk and the last score and got 1 more than Aaron Gordon. And after they tied it, they would then go in and review all the dunks again or something like that, like a different process.
Listen, bro.
But Dwayne Wade didn't tie it, and apparently it was Wade who did the wrong number, and apparently Wade... Common said, I'm not going to say who, but Wade was the one that actually...
listen, fam, you can't stop Aaron Gordon after you got like 5 50s in a row.
All right, so...
5 50s in a row? What are you talking about?
Let me say that about first things first. They need to stop that. That 50s early on in the freaking competition. I'm not saying Aaron Gordon didn't have perfect dunks, but he probably shouldn't have had all 50s.
I even do you one better.
Yes.
There's been suggestions from the other part of the basketball community.
Okay.
That you take away the type of judges we have. Only put dunk contest champions as the judges.
Yo, even do contestants. Dunk contest contestants, because you can't always have the winners.
Like participants.
Yeah, participants, like, or runner-ups. Yeah, all of that.
And anybody who's been with it, I think you have a cutoff for how many years you can be away.
So last 20 years, last 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
You're going to apply to be a judge.
That's really good, because you're rooting it from a dunk perspective.
And then
I like that.
Those guys know what it means to compete in it. They know what it means, all the preparation.
Yes.
It's not as subjective. It's more like, okay, execution, difficulty.
Well, it goes back to what we're saying with the Grammys. Like, the person who gets to vote for best hip hop album also is on the ballot to vote for best country album. Why? You know what I mean? So same kind of thing. Why? And let me break this down to you really clearly, okay? The contestants for the judge contest, right? Dwayne Wade, Chicago. Makes sense. Common, Chicago. Makes sense. He also played in the All-Star game, won the MVP.
Candace Parker was on there?
Candace Parker.
WNBA
also
All-Star.
Born and raised in Illinois. WNBA All-Star, one of the first to do major moves there. Scottie Pippen.
Chicago
legend, 6 rings. They all stood and applauded for him.
Bruh.
But then there was one person there.
Wakanda's own king.
I'm representing it right
Black
now.
Panther was on. What are you doing there,
King
Chadwick?
T'Challa.
What are you doing there, Chadwick?
Even
Boseman?
when they introduced him, he was like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but guess what? Wakanda forever.
Like, what are you doing?
I was like,
they pulled him out. They had to pull him out of the stands.
They literally, they were like,
you're famous. Come
like
here.
Michael Jordan bailed out, so you want to come do this?
Oh my gosh.
So I completely agree. I'm like, bro, why did we have Black Panther ass on there? Like, he was judging these off of vibranium dunks. Like, he wasn't even like judging it right. But that's my point. Like, they go so much off the hype of the crowd and the hype of everything. I want people to really judge a dunk. You know what I mean? Like, I heard the commentators say for Derrick Jones' dunk once, it was never done. He jumped over somebody, bounced it off the backboard, went in between the legs, and did a one hand. And I'm like, oh, that's really true. That's never been done. So my point is, I want y'all commentators to judge that. You know what I mean? Like, he still got a 48 off of that, which I'm not going to go into the critiques.
But then Aaron Gordon bounced off the side of the backboard, grabbed
with one hand turn
360 degrees.
Now that for
windmill.
sure, that was the dunk. I'm not going to
wait. Windmill.
The man turned around.
I'm saying, yam that boy.
I'm not going to say, even though the taco was incredible, I can agree why he would have gotten like a 47-48 because of the clear. But that windmill, 100%, that's the dunk that should have won the night. I agree with that.
Taco fall, he still got it's at the bottom of his butt.
But now you're doing consolidations, though.
But he gets his butt up on his head.
But no, see what I'm saying with the critiques doing it right. If that was dunk contest contenders that were judging it,
they would have seen it.
They would literally say what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. So get off the hype of him dunk for taco. But my point is, I will say,
well, we need to get off the hype of people pushing off or people doing their windmills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Pushing off.
Okay.
Let me move. You know what I'm saying?
I will say it was just a really good dunk contest. I was the only one at the bar that I was DJing that was screaming my ass off. Everybody else was mad, bro, watching Aaron Gordon get robbed twice. I'm gonna just say this: I really wish he won against Zach LaVine.
I don't know.
I don't think Zach LaVine should have won it. I get the one hand from the free throw, and that was nasty, but
that's the same dunk that Derrick Jones Jr. just beat him with.
Yeah, but he did a windmill too. So I mean, in between the legs. So, but my point is like I don't.
And Derrick can dunk. I don't hate him.
No, yeah, and
the judges was bad.
That's what I think most people are kind of straying away from. Like, bruh, DJ is airplane mode. Like, he's a beast. But if Aaron Gordon had won when he should have won against LaVine, there wouldn't have been this controversy. We probably would have viewed this one as a little bit more fairly.
Yeah.
But I think it's really just because he got robbed for sure when he did the stuff with Stuff, bruh. You jump over Stuff twice. You sit in the air over Stuff.
Like you're his knees was almost to his chest.
Yo, like his knees was to his chest, and he is like inches above Stuff. It's not like he's like about to clear him. He is inches above him.
Yeah.
Had he won then, I think it would have been a lot less controversy. But you know, at the end of the day, Miami walked with 2 trophies out of 3 that night. So
Man,
I
get
ain't
out of
mad,
here,
dog.
bro. Let's go
mad.
ahead. Let's get Alejandro's comment right there.
He goes, Jones never missed an attempt. Some credit should be given for that. Also, I think Wade was counting on everyone else to give Gordon a 10, which would have given him a 49. His plan backfired. They did say that they calculated wrong. Even if you watch the clip, Dwayne Wade like takes off the headset and like gets all crazy.
He runs off.
Yeah, he's just like, I messed this up. But I agree with you what you're saying. Jones never missed an attempt. Like, think about that. You do your stuff on your first attempt. That should have some weight to it.
It does have to weight to it. But,
yeah. So,
but then also like your difficulty has to be up there. Like it's hard to do one first attempt. Like if you're doing the same movement, it's a little easier.
You say the same movement, but it wasn't. Like, go back and watch them. There were different types of variations. Like, sometimes you're coming off the hand, sometimes you're coming off the backboard, you're off a bounce, and the windmills were different legs. There were different one hands. But I'm not going to sit here and defend him because I really want, as a Miami Heat fan, I really want to acknowledge that Aaron Gordon just is freaking phenomenal, bro.
And I just reason why I'm saying difficulty, I also want to see creativity continue to be pushed. He's doing the most creative.
Yeah, and that's where I'll give it to him. He literally said in the post conference, he was like, he just did Taco for the people. Everybody was like, jump over Taco. And you just out
of nowhere.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying?
If it was playing, that's different.
But again,
it's like, oh, Taco, come on.
Should have cleared it just a little bit. I get it. Taco's from here at Orlando. So that was like, if you were Orlando, imagine that. Like, Aaron Gordon, Orlando Magic, dunking over Taco Fall from UCF Knights in the dunk contest.
7'5".
7'5", 7'6", with shoes. Like, you felt robbed that day.
Also,
so I get it as an Orlando homebody.
Also, I feel really bad for all the plants that had to die for Taco Fall's outfit.
Oh my god,
dude! Taco Fall is too big to be wearing designer clothing.
Yo, because that's super custom.
That's super
custom, bro. Like you remember how much stuff they had to make for Shaq?
Oh man,
his shoes and just like his. Oh my god, imagine Taco.
But it's different with Shaq and Taco. Taco's skinny.
Yeah, because he's wide.
But Shaq is just
a big sphere.
Like, oh my god, like.
But shouts to it. I just want to say that was by far next to the Gordon and LaVine one the best dunk contest I've seen.
The past 5 years.
Yeah.
Gordon, LaVine,
I would say it was better than
Jones.
LaVine, honestly, and that's because, DJ and Heat. But I personally think Gordon should have won in 2016 against LaVine. Bro, you went against Stuff. You went against, like, that to me, the one hand where Stuff's holding it out and rotating.
That's hard.
I'm just like, what? So you are right. There should be more weight for creativity.
Yeah.
But Aaron did go out and say he was kind of upset in the post-conference interview. He's like, what we doing? And he did say he's never doing the dunk contest, which I am sad about. However, can you blame the guy?
No, you can't.
Can you blame the guy?
You can't at all.
So he said he's going to do the 3-point.
Even great to see him, Zion, Jones,
I just do it, Dwight Howard. Come back in like your second to last year. And just show off, bro. But like
Dwight looked horrible in that.
Dwight
did not show off. Dwight looked horrible.
Had the Superman with the 24 and just disappointed. But but shouts out to that dunk contest. It was beautiful, man. Like I just love seeing that part of All-Star Weekend and NBA. You get to see all the hip hop stars there. You know what I'm saying? Kanye and Kim and all that. So shouts to both of those dudes, man. We got to talk about that for sure because that's Orlando and Miami.
Definitely. To end out the show, we got.
Want to see what he said.
What's up, Pops?
What up, Pops? He goes, problem is that they gave 10 too easily at the beginning, so they did not have much wiggle room. Points should be between 6 and 9, and a 10 for an exceptional dunk. I agree. Maybe 7 to 9.
7.
Yeah, because 6 is pretty. If you get 6
is below halfway.
Yeah, 6 is a 6.
We're the season above. Okay.
If you're in the dunk contest, but still, I agree. There was like what not 1-7,
not 1-7,
not 1-7, and everything else.
Well, that's also the pressure from the crowd.
That's my point. Don't feel that peer pressure. Like, and if you are a movie actor like T'Challa was, you know what I mean? He's the only one on that panel that had no basketball experience.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to go with somebody
who have the real experience.
If you have dunk champions on there or dunk participants,
yes, I think that's honestly the best idea I've heard out of all this.
You gotta have people
don't even have basketball players, because like people were like, why is Wade on there? Because he's from Miami. Well, he was from Chicago, that's why he was on it. But that still was pretty biased. Shouts to Dro, we were saying my man Damian Lillard, aka Dame Dollar dropping them bars.
He just dropped a music video.
He did for that track, dropping them bars at the Halftime show. Dame Dollar would have taken the 3-point title had he not been injured. Yatu Sabe, Dale.
Dale.
I want to see Dame Lillard do it, bro. Dame Dollar is a beast. I'm so sad that he was injured. I think Tyler Hero was also supposed to be in the 3-point, and he was injured as well. That's also a Heat native. Shouts to them, man. But yeah, to you, I agree, and to my pops, I agree. Those dunks were given 10s way too easily, man.
Way too easily, but that's what happens.
Dwight Howard's dunk got a 48, and Aaron Gordon's taco dunk got a 47.
That makes no sense.
That's how bad those weights were.
No sense.
So yeah, I like your idea. Hopefully they change it up for the future.
One more thing, we also gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
we gotta look at AB, man.
Oh, AB, Antonio Brown still in the game. What happened with Antonio Brown?
Was working out, trying to get back in the league.
Trying his best.
We're gonna watch this without the sound on, but dog. This is my first time seeing this, by the way.
I've seen it. It's pretty funny because he's trying to bench like a solid 350.
350. That's 315 right there. 315.
315. Okay, that's still a lot. That's
still a lot.
3 caddies, B.
Yeah, yo. So he's just doing it. Drop that thing. Getting hype. Okay, we're gonna come down. Boom,
bro.
So what we just saw here is AB have another concussion, dog.
It's basically those things where you pull down and it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? It just.
Why are they falling out of nowhere?
I don't know what happened.
The gym owner's responsibility is to make sure he's safe.
That looked like a super garage gym, and they just didn't set up the safety protocols.
Exactly.
Right.
And he goes, the shit hit harder than Vontaze Burfict.
He trying to talk that whoop-de-whoop always, bro.
But Vontaze Burfict be hit.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's like... You dropping videos, you dropping music videos, you dropping weights on your head.
On his head, yes. Oh my gosh.
I just hope and pray for you, man. You still fit. That's good. You ain't
in shape.
Yeah, you still healthy, so you can still do stuff. But bro, go get you like a internet show or something like that. Get a Snapchat series. You know what I'm saying? Like get something to where you could keep your entertaining self, because you ain't going back to football.
Well,
let me tell you that right now.
He already kind of burnt a bridge. The kid destroying. He was a former kicker for UCF.
Yes.
And he got destroying. Went down to Miami, worked with him, and got to really hang out with him. Became real good friends with him. Now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, AB saying he destroying.
Crazy.
And like Destroy's like, yo, I was trying to help you. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, Donald De La Haye is his real name, but we call him Destroying. That's just his nickname. And but yeah, he was really just trying to work with him and trying to help.
He even did a video talking about like people need to reach out to AB, need to give him another chance.
Yeah.
And then AB out here cursing him out for no reason.
Bruh, no reason at all. So
talking about he's gonna sue him, like for what?
And then there's a lot of other stuff that happened with his house. You know what I'm saying? Like people were calling the cops on his house in Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah.
I think like the cops came and like there was some domestic violence stuff, or like his girl was yelling. Yeah, baby mom was yelling and stuff. So AB, bro,
throwing literally a bag of bunch of baby dicks.
Outside
gummies
at him. Oh my God, like AB, bro, you are so talented, and we still are rooting for you. But you keep this up, we ain't gonna root for you no more longer. Not because of that video. That video was awesome. Keep that video up.
Keep that video. We gonna replay the mess out of that.
Yeah. But nah, AB, man, don't mess up your career anymore, man. We want to see you back on the field. So. Or just do what Chad Ochocinco's doing and start playing 2K and FIFA with everybody. He made a good career off of that.
Here we got another question from Alejandro. Did y'all hear what happened to Damian
McFadden?
DUI,
fell asleep in a Whataburger drive-thru, then fought the cops when they woke him up.
Look,
no, I did not hear this.
Let's be real. That reminds me of Alejandro because he's from Tallahassee.
Shout out McFadden.
Remember, what was the receiver? There was a receiver for Florida State that got high and fell asleep at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, snap!
And
Really?
he lost his scholarship the next day. He's like a starting receiver too.
Oh,
Preston Parker, I think.
No, yes, you are correct, Preston Parker. Sorry to put your name out there, B.
But it was all in the newspaper.
The headline from Orlando Sentinel is ZZZs at Mickey D's.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Preston Parker got caught with that, and he got like next day.
But yeah, you're right. According to McFadden was asleep behind the wheel of his car. McFadden is also the Raiders and ex-Raiders and Cowboys running back, by the way. But no, they didn't, and he fought the cops when they woke up. That's pretty hilarious.
Also, let's be real. Another news in hip hop and sports.
Yeah,
O lineman from the Cleveland Browns got caught with 157 pounds of marijuana.
Shout out.
What do you need with all that weed?
Hey, he's slinging. Gregory Robinson. Yeah,
I'm gonna give him the Stephen A. Stay off the weed.
Duh. Yeah, so I saw that tweet. Somebody said, like they posted the caption, Cleveland Browns, Gregory Robinson arrested for possession. And then they said, Sports Center tomorrow. So that's hilarious. I mean, not hilarious. I hope he doesn't get indicted or anything like that. But you know how many times I see people tweet like weed's legal now? We need to stop arresting people for it. But I mean, 157 pounds.
That's cross country trafficking.
Yeah, that might be like Mexico traveling.
And then on top of that, good news. LA County is going to release, I think, expunge 50,000.
It was 5,000. I think it was 5,000 people.
There was a 5 and some zeros.
Yeah, 5,000 people they are releasing from jail who have been indicted for marijuana charges. So,
which is a big deal.
Huge deal.
Because Chicago did it earlier last year.
Places where it's legal, recreationally legalized, they are doing it. Because if it's legally, recreationally, why you got these people in jail, bro?
Big fact.
So that's a good move. Hopefully, Greg Robinson falls under that type of lawyer. But yeah, shouts to those laws, man. Shouts to everybody out of jail.
All right, so let's go through some quick music albums before we get out of here.
Yes,
I did not know Tink dropped an album. Tink, the one who was signed to Timbaland.
Yes.
She's no longer signed with that. She dropped an album, Hopeless Romantic.
Yes.
Gonna check that out. And personally, Fetty Wap dropped an album last week.
New York.
Trap and B. Actually from Jersey.
Oh, excuse me. Same thing.
Pretty much. Royce the 5'9" drops the Allegory this upcoming Friday.
You know that's bars.
Why NBA YoungBoy dropping an album, still flexing, still stepping.
You know we're gonna be playing
Trippie
that.
Redd dropping a deluxe of the same. I'm not even gonna.
How many Trip? Never mind.
I'm done. Kamaya, Yaya signed a 400.
That's dope.
Got it made. Cody Shane, you know who Cody Shane?
Yeah, for sure.
Dropping her album, Blooming Volume 1.
Ooh, I'm ready for that.
And of course,
she killing it.
Everybody else who's listed here, I don't care until the next week. We got Lil Baby, Mine, and Jadakiss dropping their albums.
Yes. And I do want to give a quick little shout out to A Boogie for dropping that fire album, bro. I like it.
I like it. Too many songs.
I like it. Yeah, but he is holding up for the Bronx. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get more into that, especially with your reviews. But Artist 2.0, go check that album out. Came out a few weeks ago.
Definitely check that out. Of course, it's your boy DJ Spider Don. I'm here with my brother from another mother, my other island family, DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D. And this has been Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share it.
Of course, also Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere
YouTube,
you can find us.
Instagram, follow us, Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.